Today in Harrisburg, the state Senate passed an omnibus constitutional amendment addressing state regulations, voter ID, and a 2-year civil window for victims of childhood sex abuse.
Yeah, a lot to cover on this Wednesday, as our Erie News Now state capitol correspondent has been monitoring the upper chamber throughout the afternoon. He's joining us live tonight to break down the amendments. Good evening, Brendan.
Hey there, Mike and Eva. Good evening. That's exactly right. So after debating for roughly 3 hours, the Senate finally passed Senate Bill 1, 28 votes to 20 votes. And really what this bill is, it's, as you said, Mike, an omnibus bill that contains 3 constitutional amendments. Now, the first is the amendment that would provide that 2-year window for victims of childhood sexual abuse to help them file civil lawsuits against their abusers and those who covered up their abuse. Now, the House considered its 2-year civil window amendment in a special session on Monday, but they ended up turning up empty-handed. The second amendment in this in Senate Bill 1 pertains to voter ID. It would require a voter to present a valid form of identification, whether voting in person or by mail. We're going to sort of break down the specifics of this voter ID amendment and hear from both those who support voter ID and those who oppose it sometime next week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Now, the third and final amendment in this package makes it easier for the legislature to override state regulations. It would change the current 2/3 vote needed to override to a simple majority vote. And now, voters could theoretically see all 3 of these constitutional amendments on the ballot for the spring primary if the package is approved by the House in the next couple of weeks. The House would have to pass this omnibus bill by January 27th. And it faces kind of an uncertain future just because of everything unfolding in the House right now, and given the razor-thin margins between both parties in that House, and of course things like voter ID, not extremely popular among Democrats in the House, as well as that state regulation amendment too. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that and see how that goes. But for now, reporting live at the state capitol for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Mike and Eva, back to you.